hello, hello. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Let us know.
Hey.
I know we got some lag here, so we'll wait a minute to see if you can hear me, see us. It has been a long time. Say hi, Liz.
Hi, Liz.
Gee.
We're a little out of practice.
Yeah. So when you see us, please let us know if you can hear us.
In the meantime, the C says all good. Hear you guys fine.
All right. So hi guys, it's Scott.
And Liz.
King Queen Cichlids. It has been April
May
17th was the last time we were on live with you guys, and we have missed you tremendously.
So very much.
But we are back.
There is a crack in the audio, Candy says.
Okay.
So.
Loud and clear. I'm getting. There's
All right.
Is there a crack, guys, or can you hear us? I mean, I know there's a crack, but.
So, you guys, this stream is going to be PG-13, so store your kids in the overhead positions and be prepared.
Actually, it says rated R up there, so we're going to up the ante and go rated R. Candy, let me know if we're still cracking.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that is a long time.
Holy cow, that was a long time, yep. All right, Chattanooga, Ed, how are you? Brenda, good to see you. Michael, good to see you. Whips World, I can hear you. That's awesome, Brenda. I'm so good to see you. I'm so good to see you both together. Crackly. Is it really crackly? There is a crack. We can hear you.
I don't know. A little overload on the audio,
all right.
She says.
Let's see what we can do from my end.
Crackly when loud. So that would be me. I'm the loud one.
Oh, I can see it's a little... All right, try that, guys. It should be a little better.
Okay, so before we get started tonight, our program is brought to you by wine. Jackson Square wine, to be in fact, and it's a...
Remember, there. Go ahead.
It is a pear and melon wine, which is delicious. And I can't really show it to you because I got this really cute little koozie with a little Shih Tzu on it that's covering the label, but don't worry, it's there.
And I am drinking your Jamaican Me Crazy. Is that what it's called?
Jamaican Me Happy. I'm Jamaican Me Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I need the drink that says Liz is Jamaican Me Crazy. That's definitely what I need.
Get that.
I bet you can.
Drinking case.
Select Pets, good to see you as well. Brandon, hello. Oh, Brandon just missed Liz. He didn't say anything about me.
I mean, there was other people saying about you, and I felt like chopped liver, so sorry about it.
Brandon still crackle. That is strange. I'm not sure what to do about that, guys.
I don't know.
I mean, is it crackling when
Liz talks?
What's up, Aquafunk? So, you guys let me know, can you hear any crackling when I'm talking right now? Please. And then we're going to get this going.
Okay.
What up, anybody?
Hard seltzer. Oh, I tried the hard seltzer. I wasn't a fan, but I think that's because I don't like seltzer.
Anybody?
Both, she said.
Both. So you can hear it's crackling right now as we speak.
Just talk, we will deal.
I am very sorry about that, guys. Is it worse when we're louder, or is it worse
Only on high notes, Michael says.
Okay, well that's you then.
Well, that's me. Sorry. I'll just sit over here and look pretty and not talk.
You're high note right now. All right. So first things first, thank you guys for being here. We have been gone a very long time. If you've noticed, we have kind of switched over to doing 2 videos a week now, kind of in replacement of the live feed. You have to let me know if their audio gets worse, okay? If you can do that.
Well, most people don't hear it. It's just seems to be Candy and Brenda.
Okay.
2 to the wine fund. I will take it. Thank you, Rodders.
All right, back to what I was saying. So we're doing 2 videos now, one on Monday and one on Friday. That's kind of taking place of the live stream. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I think you guys are because my numbers have really picked up, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it, guys. The other thing that I want to say is that we have decided that we're only going to do live streams once a month. You agree with that?
Yes.
You with me?
I'm sorry, I was reading a comment, but yes, I'm with you. I think that we need to get back to doing more for us,
Absolutely.
like our relationship. And we've been so focused on YouTube, and you've been very focused on YouTube, where, you know, we need to take that step back, which has been needed.
Yep.
But I think we need to continue to.
Yep. I think there's different points in your YouTube career where you have to make different changes. Like right now, we're going to announce that we're at a new subscriber level, and I think at this point now I really want to interject a lot of videos, and then we might balance it out later on with some live streams. I try to use KG Tropicals as a measuring point as far as what obviously they are the standard when it comes to a YouTube fish channel. They also have a dual team, which kind of helps us as well to kind of gauge what they do and how well they do it. So we're kind of going to feed off of them. Now, they do live streams every week, but right now for us, especially with me working overtime like I am, one time a month is when we're going to live stream. Okay?
And I think with summer especially too, now maybe in winter when we can't go outside anymore, it'll be a different story.
Absolutely.
But right now we want to enjoy this weather and, you know, being out and about.
Yep. So, Rack River Life, if you guys haven't tuned into River Life, definitely check him out. Rack Cross is awesome. He has a way of starting his streams, and he calls, I think it's called giving people chum to feed on or something like that, where he kind of throws a question out and his audience kind of mulls over it, and then later on in the stream they talk about it. So I want to kind of not copy that, but I do want to throw out a question into the live stream today. What are your thoughts about how clubs are going to be run moving forward, fish clubs moving forward? Because I don't know if you noticed, but there have been a lot of online meetings taking place. In fact, I've been to probably, and this is no lie, probably 8 of them, including the NEC convention that took place last week. It's like a new dawning of the ages when it comes to fish clubs, and I think, my personal opinion, I think it's going to be changing the way things are done. I think smaller clubs or clubs that can't afford to have a location to meet may start using this as a forum to have their local club. So anyway, give me your thoughts on that. I would, we'll come back to that later. Obviously, there's going to be a question and answer section somewhere in this live stream. Normally, we don't start off with fish, and we're probably not going to do that today. We got so much we got to catch up on. So our next thing is, we said we're only going to stream once a month. That means Blake Aquatics may be doing 2 or possibly 3 streams Sunday at 6. Definitely support him. I've come to a couple of his live streams, and they are fantastic. I mean, I couldn't be happier with someone who replaced us than Blake's Aquatics. The guy his streams are really fun. There's a lot of interactive stuff going on where he's taking fish and he has a chart and you're matching it to this and that, and it's really nice to see the whole chat involved and having a good time. So kudos to you, Blake Aquatics, and if you haven't checked him out, please someone leave a link because he's definitely doing a great job. Gonna ask again, is you still crackling out there, guys, or are we okay? I heard a couple people say we're fine. Aqua Funk said he didn't hear anything.
No, he had turned the volume up.
Candy says loves his stream. I love his stream too. Is Blake actually here?
Yes,
Blake,
he
if you're here, congratulations on doing a fantastic job, not only with your channel, but with the live stream as well.
Right.
So, one other chum thing I want to throw out there to you guys, and I'm not necessarily expecting an answer for this one, but how ironic, who used to sing that song? Alanis Morissette. How ironic that the worst day in my fish room turns out to be my top video out there. I mean, isn't that kind of a little sick in a way that one of the worst days in my fish room turns out to be one of my best videos ever? If you haven't seen my latest video that dropped Friday, we obviously lost our 13-year-old Trimack Big Papa. Unfortunately, we only had him for about 4 weeks, but he did finally spawn and leave us a legacy, so we might be discussing that a little bit. You got questions? What's going on out there?
So, Biggs is here, and he says, the cracking is just puberty starting for you, Scott. It affects your voice. And hi, Niels. Niels says a little bit, but not like in the beginning.
You know, Chris is picking on me because I was supposed to call him today, and I wasn't able to because I told him, although most people think Sunday is for Jesus, you think Sunday is Liz Day, so I just hadn't had a chance to.
And not only that, Biggs, do you know how many boyfriends want him to call him on any given day? and Funk, I'm talking about you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we're going to do some fun stuff today. We're going to actually do a couple of unboxings. I did bring up Blake Aquatics, so definitely check him out. I'm so rusty at this, I'm talking without doing my OBS stuff. Yeah. So there's his channel, super guy. Definitely check him out. And then we're going to do an unboxing. Do you have something you want to do first? You want me to go first?
Well, real quick, y'all know I've been doing sprinklings, and right before we went to sit down and go live, you know, of course, the dogs alerted us to somebody at the door, and this actually was kind of a dog-inspired sprinkle. So we got this really cute little welcome mat, you know, that was adorable.
I agree with you, Brenda. Jesus does want us happy.
Amen. Then also for a rescue mom, this is super cute. It's a wine bottle little light thing. I thought that was really, really adorable. It is so cool. It's amazing what you can do with recycling items.
How is this lighting up?
There's a little light in there. And it's on a tiny little thing
so it's
here.
Battery operated?
Yep, battery operated.
Okay, and there's a switch up here.
And then,
let's see.
I don't know if this person knows me or not. Oh look, they even gave more batteries.
Cool.
But Caramello bars are my chocolate of choice, and there's 4 Caramello bars in here.
Awesome.
And chapstick.
Nice.
Just a little chapstick.
So 61 people on, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Like I said, we've been gone so long. We were going to be happy if 5 people showed up at this point. So I actually got some stuff. I bet you crackled when I did
unboxing.
that. I know what this one is. This is from my buddy Mike, Fish Tank Barn. We did a swap of t-shirts, and we sent him one out, and I'm pretty sure this is one in return.
Or he took ours and destroyed it and sent it back.
If you guys haven't checked out Fish Tank Barn, definitely check him out.
And I know he was here.
And you definitely want to check him out. He just put a video out today, I believe. So check it out. And yep, as I said, it is Mike from the Fish Tank Barn. And I love that he's always got that point to him, like he's pointing into the distance.
It looks like he's gonna, like, sternly warning you about something.
That's probably a shot he took right when his daughters were doing something bad. But thank you so much for the shirt. I really want to start collecting these from all the YouTubers out there if I can. The second, and you just have to tap me if there's something going on. The second person that sent me something is the guy we just talked about recently, Rack from River Life. I don't know if you saw the tree fall. I don't know if you saw that fall.
I think they did. If the tree falls in a fish room, does anybody hear it?
We're in tight quarters in here, guys. My mom is actually texting me also as I'm on live stream. So lots of stuff going on here, guys.
Oh, Pam's wearing our shirt right now.
Oh, really? Cool.
Big says you need a size small.
All right, so let's see what Rack has sent us today. If you checked out my previous video, he sent me a piece of artwork based on my video I did on the the yellow jacket cichlid, which is the Parachromis Fretchestalii. And here's another one. Scott, your Cuban cichlids are inspiring, excuse me. Reading is fundamental. Enjoy your painting, brother. As soon as I seal this envelope, I'm going to light a cigar in your honor. Thank you, Rack. Rack and I are big cigar smokers as well as golfers, so I'm hoping one day Rack and I can actually, give me a second, Rack and I can actually play some golf and smoke some cigars. All right, all yours, sweetie.
All right. First of all, Thung, thank you for the $10 super chat. And he says, Scott told me he can't start his day without hearing from me. That's on him, not me. So Oh, and you know what, Funk? I sure do enjoy hearing your voice first thing in the morning too, because when he's playing your clip, sometimes I'm right there.
Funk is a friend that never stops giving. I love Funk. I actually have a lot of friends like that. You guys would be surprised if you had my phone how many texts and other things happen.
Which is why we have a no phone at dinner rule.
Yeah, we got that rules.
Yeah, faded away.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike, for the $5 tip jar.
Thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate it. It's never, what's the saying? It's never required. It's never required. She's on a different wavelength than me. It's never required for you guys to super chat us, but we certainly do appreciate it.
Right.
Every little bit helps. That money goes back into the fish room for cost, for electricity, for whatever we're doing. So we do appreciate it, guys. So I do want to show you this. I am going to show you a Cuban cichlid a little bit later, but this is an absolute identical pattern to how the Cubans look, and I think that's tremendous. And what I do is I put these in front of the tank. So I have a tank of the yellow jackets, a pair, and that is on top of the tank to kind of, see the inspiration where it came from. And this will be going on top of the 90-gallon Cuban tank, which are breeding at this point. So thank you very much, Rec. I appreciate it.
That one I love. Of course, it's black and white, so I love it. But that's...
It's black. It's white. All right, what's else going on?
My dogs are so stinking cute. Brenda, thank you. They really are.
Oh, and man, I really miss my cue because there was my drink thing that I was supposed to bring up. Guys, we're rusty. I had a little thing for the drinks and everything. So we're gonna go to the next page because Liz is not giving me much love right now. And we just talked about Blake again. If you guys haven't checked out Blake, check him out. He could potentially be doing 3 Sundays this month or every month, or maybe someone else would like to take our spot. We're only going to stream once a month.
So thank you, Blake, for the $5 super chat. Thanks for the kind words, and congrats on 6K. So that could bring us up to our next point of topic.
Yes, it can. So we just shouted out Blake. Next person we want to shout out is my girl, Suzy Q. I could not find your award anywhere, Q. I don't know if you hid it from us or whatever. Good job on that. But Q hit over 3,000 subscribers. Certainly well-deserved. She puts time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears into her videos. She's an inspiration for me. I met her 2 years ago at the Bucks County auction and immediately just liked her. She was so kind to us. So congratulations, Q. And if you are into, I'm gonna say this. And there's some people's channel I move up and down based on the season, and so I move Q's like all the way to the top because this is the time to do summer tubbing, stuff like that. Liz is actually working on some of that, so we like to put her channel at the top and really check it out because she is very experienced when it comes to that, and it's always cool to see the things she's doing with her tubs. So congratulations, Q, on that. Anything else?
Nope.
This is going to go well, guys, I promise you. The next person we want to shout out is Big Tank Hank. He just hit 400 subscribers May 31st. If you haven't gone to his channel, definitely check him out. An awesome dude. In fact, I believe he was on Rob 93 Aquatics live stream. That's how I got introduced to him. I've been a subscriber ever since. Great dude, great content. Not only did he get 400 subscribers, he also got 90,000 views, so congratulations to him. And then, somehow, I forgot to put Kaler Aquatics on here because I'm rusty. But Bob, congratulations, you hit 95,000 views. That's incredible. That's really good, man. You are rocking. Definitely check out Kaler Aquatics. I love when he goes to these fish stores and live streams, and we get to kind of see what he's buying and stuff like that. I think it was a week ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, he went to a store and picked up some rocks for him and Matt Festiva and a few other people. Loads of fun. Now, the last person we are going to pat on the back is us. 6,000 subscribers, guys. I never thought that we would get there.
Yeah. I had no doubts you would.
Really?
Nope, no doubt in my mind. I think you're talented.
Thank you.
I think you work your butt off, and I'm going to stop being nice to you, but I knew you could do it.
You're going to stop being nice to me?
Well,
when did you start? So, anyway, thank you guys for all the support, all the love. I don't know what's going on right now. YouTube is really sharing our content out, and I'm not going to complain about it at all.
Awesome.
We are getting lots of high numbers, and that's why I'm putting out as many videos, good content videos as I can, because I want to draw as many people in while I'm on that wave.
Right.
If you're a YouTube content creator, you know that wave will crash very soon. You never get to ride that wave for a year. You might get a week, 2 weeks to a month, but it's going to crash at some point. You got to get back in the grind. So thank you for that, and we're going to keep on grinding. Next thing I want to do, and again, you're okay over there?
Yeah, just, people saying it's because of Liz, not Scott. And, yeah.
It really is. She puts a lot of hard work, a lot of hours into these videos and stuff.
Like
so.
zero. Like probably less than zero.
I hope and pray that she will get more involved in it. In fact, you guys saw, I don't know what video it was, I was goofing around, and you guys actually saw Liz's nano tanks. She is too humble, number one, but her tanks are fantastic. I mean, I am so proud of watching your tanks, the shrimp, the nano fish. I don't know how you do it, but she does, and I'm gonna, without her permission, do some more coverage of those tanks, and hopefully you guys will come out in droves and give us some views on that, because maybe that will encourage you to see that you have a wide variety of audience out there that wants to see what you do on a regular basis. What do you think? I'm shooting you bullshit right now?
Should I just put a camera by the bed while I'm sleeping and binge watching?
It depends on what kind of video you want to have. So anyway, guys, I didn't say this, but this is our Unity in the Community page. Basically what that means to me is that we're going to support all the Fish Fam content creators out there. It doesn't matter to me if I hit 100,000 subscribers at some point, which I hope in some point I do. I will always be humble and remember where I came from and remember the people that got me there. So that's kind of, this is about reaching out and showing some love and respect to some of the other channels out there, like some people once did for me.
Okay. What do you have next on the...
You trying to push me first?
Well, we're halfway through our stream.
Okay.
So I know you had a...
Recommended streams. I have 2 channels I want to recommend real quick since Liz is pushing me really hard here. One of them is Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles, and if our camera's moving, it's because our big dog is either trying to scratch himself or he just wants to knock it over along with the tree. So Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles, 245 subscribers. It is not enough subscribers for what this guy's content is worth. It's great stuff. You definitely want to check him out. The other guy I want to talk about is a veteran aquatics. This young man's name is Dylan. He's actually moving into our area July 3rd, I believe. Dylan, if you're in the house, let us know. This guy keeps some of the same fish that I do. Good looking dude, young, has plenty of knowledge. So if you are not subscribed to Veteran Aquatics, definitely check him out. I am going to try to lure him into our fish rooms on Sundays every now and then and have kind of like a round table discussion with him, Liz, and maybe our other buddy Chris Masco, just to do some different things every now and then with our live stream. But definitely check him out. He just rehomed some fish from one of our good friends, Chris Mascow, and that video is awesome, so definitely check it out. All right, so we are recommending Raul's Aquatics and Reptiles, and we're recommending Veterans Aquatics. All right, are we?
Yeah, we're good.
We're good? All right, so I want to show you this. What is that?
Oh, for me?
Yes.
It's a fish.
It's a fish? All right.
It's a fish.
You don't have your glasses on? Can you see?
I do have my glasses on. It's a Jaguar.
Okay, this is a Jaguar picture, Jaguar Cichlid. Appreciate that, Veteran. Appreciate that, Dylan. Thank you very much. This is a Jaguar Cichlid that someone in this chat put up on our King and Queen Facebook page.
Ruh-roh.
And let's see if we can do one more here. And this one, the Cubans. We just talked about the Cubans, and Rack sent me a picture. Many of you guys may think that this is actually my picture, but it's not my picture. What I'm saying is that we have a King and Queen Cichlid page on Facebook, and we are seeing some really great pictures that people are leaving. This is actually our, this is actually Lori's, our mod. Her picture, there she said it.
That's my Kong.
Is that what you call it? You call him Kong? I saw this picture, I immediately fell in love. There are some really great pictures out there that people are sharing on our Facebook page, so I don't know if someone can put our Facebook page out there.
He's on it.
And then here are two more that I found that I thought were amazing. One of them is by Brenda, who's in the house right now. Brenda, do you see your picture? And the other one is from Matthew. Now, the reason why I'm showing these pictures, guys, is because I used to run, 2 years ago maybe? For 4 years, I was on the American Cichlid Association Board of Directors. And one of my tasks as chair was I ran a photo contest. Now, I ran 4 different chairs, but people most remember me for the photo contest that I ran because I got Seacrest involved, Seacrest Farms involved, and at the end of the year, the person that had the most points got an amazing gift from Seacrest Farms.
Thank you, Andre's Herbals and Things, $3. I'm a nano nerd, more of Liz aquariums.
Andrea, I have to tell you this. I'm going to stop my story just for this real quick. Check out Andrea's Facebook, not her Facebook page, her YouTube channel. She just put up 3 videos on her tank. I think she has like 11 subscribers. Please, Candier Mods, put up her link. She is into herbal stuff, which you're going to be embarrassed by this, Andrea, but I actually woke up really early and I was looking for stuff to do because my mind, I'm always trying to absorb stuff. I actually went to your website and read all your stuff about the herbs, how the stuff that God has put on this planet can heal us without all the medicine and all the other stuff. I spent a long time on your page, and I have a lot of questions, so don't be surprised if I contact you and maybe get a tutorial and some information because I'm interested in that. I'm having some problems sleeping, and I don't necessarily want to get
Sleep medication. You don't
yes. Now, when I say I have problems sleeping, I will go to sleep without a problem. It's staying asleep that's my problem because I always have stuff on my mind. Anyway, check her out.
That's exciting because I would love to start burning my sage again, which is very cleansing and healing to the spirit and mind. So I'm really excited that you're getting into that.
She's got some great stuff there. Some stuff for as far as your digestive system. There is stuff for your nervous system. Guys, definitely check it out if you're into that sort of thing. I believe she's also ordained. She's a deaconess. You'll have to help me with all this. And she also actually lives in Maryland, so she's not that far away from us. So we'll have to swap some information sometime soon. All right, enough about that. I totally forgot what I was talking about. The photo contest. So, long story short, we are going to have a photo contest on the King and Queen Facebook page starting immediately after the stream. The judge is going to be Mo Devlin, no other than the most famous person in the tropical fish hobby as far as photographer. There's no one more recognized than Mo Devlin. I've known him, 12 years now?
Forever.
He has decided that he will be a judge. He was a judge for me when we were doing the ACA. And there's going to be, for first place, a $50 prize. Now, I wanted to do it where it was going to a particular store, but because anyone across this country, it's only going to be U.S. residents only. Sorry, guys, outside the U.S. But because it's going to be in the United States, I just decided we'll get a $50 gift card, like a Visa or something like that, to the winner. And there'll be prizes for second and third place. But we just want a picture of your cichlid. That's it. One picture. You can do 3 total, 3 entries. there's going to be a post. You go to the post and you put in there your pictures. Okay, no more than 3. If you put more than 3, you're going to be disqualified.
Okay, so thank you, Suzy Q, for the $9.99. We love Mo. We absolutely do.
Yep. So does anyone have any questions about that? As soon as this live stream's over, we're going to all head over to Q Aquatics because we love her and we want to support her. And while she's talking, I'm going to be working on putting that post up. And we want some of your best photos of your favorite fish. Doesn't have to be cichlids. Your favorite fish. We just kind of want one picture of it. If they're nano fish, of course, you can kind of give us a schooling or community shot. But Mo definitely is going to be the judge. And go ahead.
So, House of Buckets just popped in, said, don't forget to remind everybody about the CCY picnic coming up.
Okay.
And on that note, we also should touch base on that as well.
You want to take that?
So, this year, the Keystone Clash, for the first time, has been canceled. Due to everything with COVID and everything that's happened, it's not a shocker. It's a bummer, but it's not a shocker. So the Keystone Clash will not happen this year. But there is a picnic for the Cichlid Club of York in July. That is their annual get-together picnic.
So I'm just going to put a bow on this. If you guys know anything about putting a event together, it takes months. It takes months. And because of what was going on with this pandemic, no one was able to move forward with anything to prepare for this event. So there's no way in hell at this point that they can put all that work, all that stuff together by September. So the best thing they could do was just cancel it, like many events around the country have been canceled, and hopefully shoot for next year. Did you have something?
So back to the other thing.
Yeah.
So any cichlid, question mark. Now this can be any fish. Did I understand that? It does not have to be cichlid.
Cichlid, fish, whatever, yeah. I don't even care if it's salt water. I'll even go that far.
So it does not have to be Scott's favorite. It can be any fish.
Yeah. And
now,
go ahead.
Sorry, there is a deadline on the photo contest. I believe that will be July 18th to enter your photo.
Yeah, well, actually, it's going to be like July 10th because Mo wants at least 8 days to go over. We're hoping we're going to get about 50 to 100 response of photos.
Right.
When I was doing the ACA photo contest, we got hundreds of photos. It was crazy. In fact, let me see if I have some of them here. I'm going to show you the quality. Well, maybe I'm not because maybe I didn't upload it.
But Mo's looking for the quality. Mo is a professional. He looks for that detail, that crispness, that, you know, and he doesn't want a whole lot of editing. Is that right?
He doesn't want a whole lot of photoshopping.
Photoshopping.
Yeah, and so if you guys see it, it's getting ready to rain because we're going to give $50 to the... You're out there. We're going to give $50 to the winner, and it might increase. I'm going to see if I can get Seacrest Farms involved as well. But for now, the grand prize winner is going to get a $50 gift card.
And there will be a second and third place prize as well to be determined.
Making it rain up in here.
Oh my goodness.
Making it rain up in here. All right, so 62.
Does the contest? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Does the contest fish have to be a fish you own?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
The fit. Yes, you cannot submit a photo of a fish you don't have.
Okay, so it has to be a fish they own.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I don't want anyone going to a store or to a friend's house and taking a shot.
Gotcha.
The whole premise is we want to show pride for the fish that we have in our house, so we would like you to use that.
Right.
Okay?
So select Pat, what is Mo's favorite fish? Go to Mo's page and find out.
Anything I like, Mo likes. And, well, I should say the opposite. Mo inspired me, motivated me. So any fish I have, trust me, that's probably the same thing that Mo likes. But Mo does not go based on that. Mo's done betta fish. He's done just about the entire Seacrest Farms catalog as far as all their fish. He's done covers. So trust me, he'll be looking for
quality photography.
Correct. Placement, editing, cropping. You know, you're going to learn so much when we do this because you might have a perfect shot of a fish, but if it's up in the left-hand corner and you didn't crop it correctly where it's more centered, you're going to lose points. So it's going to be great for all of us, especially people who are looking for new things to do in the hobby. You know, I woke up this morning, I grabbed my camera because I'm trying to get better. I got a book I've been reading for a month, just trying to get better at different things. So
Pegasus sister, yes, your goldfish is fine. Absolutely.
Of course. We would love to see that. Absolutely. All right, guys. So let's see. Have we gone over everything?
Did you want to touch base on your specific videos, or did you want to skip to the chumming question you left for folks?
Thank you, Rob93.
Hi, Rob.
You never have to super chat us, Rob.
This is for Liz. He said, "Don't worry, it's not for you."
Okay. All right. So that's fair enough. But listen, we had in our notes to talk about my videos. Since the last time we did a live stream, there's 6 or 7.
Yep.
7 videos that we've done because now we're doubling up a week. So if you check them out, I mean, they're doing really well. The first one was I talk about the Arowanas. We kind of did a 2-year review because we had them for 2 years. The second one was us bringing the Trimack pair into the house. Third one was me rehoming some fish for someone. Fourth one was an update, and I can't remember all the rest. But check out our playlist, and definitely, I would assume most people that are in this live stream have probably already checked them out. So thank you for that, guys.
Right.
So we're going to go back to our talk on community. This is a shot of Lawrence Kent, who is a fantastic speaker.
And humanitarian.
Yes, and he works for the Microsoft guy. What's his
Bill
name?
Gates.
He works for Bill Gates. Bill Gates is doing some tremendous humanitarian work in Africa. And Lawrence Kent is behind all of that, as well as he collects fish when he's in Africa. So if you haven't seen him or met him, or look him up, Google him, and if he comes anywhere near your area, definitely go check him out.
Absolutely.
This was a online club meeting with the New England Cichlid Association, who we love, Peter George, Mike Liu, and the team. Obviously, because of the pandemic, the club couldn't have a meeting. So this is becoming more popular. So I just put out there, guys, what do you think? We've actually been asked July 18th. Is it 18th or 19th?
I believe it was the 19th.
July 19th, we're going to be speaking for the Bluegrass Kentucky Aquarium Society. They're going to be doing something as well. We're going to be doing a Zoom, and we're going to do a presentation on our top 10 cichlids for beginners. Because a lot of people seem to ask us, hey, we love your fish, what can I start with? So we'll be doing like an hour presentation for that club. We've done presentations before, so we'll be a little rusty just like this live stream, but we'll put it all together. I'm sure Liz will give me a lot of help on that. Right, Liz?
Probably not.
But anyway, what has anyone's thoughts? I mean, do you think clubs are going to change now, or do you think they're going to go back to normal?
There weren't... I saw a whole bunch of things when you first asked this question. About how, it's going to be hard for people to get up and leave their houses again and go to a meeting. Because it's so convenient having it all right here. You can just go in your pajamas down to your room and change it. And then I did see some other comments about the auction. They really missed the auction.
Yes.
And... obviously that's a huge thing for the clubs to raise money too. So with Zoom meetings, how are the clubs going to raise the kind of funds that they did for the monthly meetings, which will be hard?
That's absolutely right. I think the only way they could raise money would be something like a super chat, or have a PayPal account that people could donate money to help support the club. But keep in mind, if they're doing their club meetings on stream, then they wouldn't have to generate a lot of money anymore. They don't have costs as far as speakers. They don't have costs as far as, renting a place.
So Mikey M asked, can you write his name? I believe he was talking about Lawrence Kent. That is who you have to see if he's in your area.
Can you write his name? Yeah, go ahead, honey. Yeah. Lawrence Kent, yes.
Okay, so the Chattanooga Club begins live again this month. So, well, that's good. Now, I guess that it's going green, clubs can be meeting together again, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. I enjoyed the ability to still have some club functions online, but I don't think there's anything like going to a real club event live, seeing people touching, talking.
6 feet.
Yeah.
There will be no touching.
Having fish there at auction that you can buy. A lot of these clubs have raffles where you can get products. So that experience is you can't recreate online, and because of that, I think the clubs will come back. But for some clubs who can't, purchase a place or rent a place to have a meeting, or for some clubs that just don't have a lot of people, this online clubbing might be the way to do it. If you're handicapped or handicapable, whatever the politically correct way to say it, I think online clubs is the way, and I hope when clubs go back to being the way they were, they may consider putting their club stream online so people can enjoy it.
And that's something we discussed years ago, was about streaming our club meetings, especially the program part, for people in other parts of the country who could not attend.
Yeah, listen, I brought this up years ago about doing this, and Liz was like, "Yep, there goes another idea you had that's being used."
I did say that the other day. I was like, I said, we discussed that. We brought it to the club. We're like, hey, we'd really like to do this live streaming. It was turned down, and now look at you, all of America live streaming.
I don't know. I don't remember all of that conversation, but I do remember us talking about live streaming at one point. But all right, it's 6:40, 20 minutes left to go. Go ahead.
So Select Pet says, I'm hoping clubs will incorporate more online and technology with the meetings, which is great.
Yep.
Let's see.
Who said that?
Select Pet.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go to our question and answer section now that we're down to the last 20 minutes of this live stream. Again, I am not cherry picking this stuff. I'm trying to get the good and the bad. Thankfully, I get a lot more good than I get bad, but I do try to pull whatever I can in for discussion. The first one is a long one from Rounded Rob. This was about my Arowana video. Well, let's see. You've had these fish for 2 years now. They're still alive and healthy. You've provided them with larger upgrade tanks as they have grown. Have plans of building a bigger tank and a backup plan for possibly donating them. In my opinion, you have and are taking great care of these fish. Sometimes people see tanks that seem crowded and assume it's bad, but as long as you're doing your water changes and keeping water quality at its best, it's completely sustainable. So thank you very much for that comment, Rob. I do appreciate it.
Right.
Next one, you just gonna have to tap me if you have some. Hey, this is from Donnie Spalding. Yeah, Spradling. Hey, Scott, I have a question. I have a pair of Jags that I bought from Tangled Up in Cichlids.
Woo!
My Jags have spawned, and now I have about 300 wigglers. Welcome to the club, guys. My question is, what do you recommend I feed these fry?
So there is a fry start that
Fitari has the first bite.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, and it's basically like brine shrimp eggs. I'm just going to be honest with you. I take flake food like the Northfin cichlid flakes, and I crunch it up into little pieces. That's what I'm feeding my Trimack fry right now. They're tearing it up. That's all you really need to feed. I like to leave, like, we have duckweed and aquatic plants in there. They will eat algae, stuff like that when they're young. So that's kind of what I feed them. Some people will try to grow them fast by giving them a lot of brine shrimp. I don't recommend that because that kind of shortens their life. They need to grow at a constant pace.
And they also eat off the parents as well.
Yeah, the
Not
slime
all 300 are going to survive.
Yeah, they will eat off the parents. I've actually done a study where I've pulled some out and I've left some in with parents. Believe it or not, the ones left with the parents seem to grow stronger and faster than the ones that I take out of the tank. Now, I think some of that's largely because what you said, they will eat off the slime coat. And I did a video where you saw the Dovi cichlid actually crunching up the food so his fry could eat it. It's a really cool video. So anyway, back to the question. I take first bites from Hikari, or just take some flake and just crinkle it up and put it in there. They'll love it.
Okay, so before you go to the next one, Dragon Lair, there will be a specific post for the photo contest on the Facebook page. Do not post them randomly on our Facebook page. They will not count towards the contest. They need to be under the specific post.
Yep, I'm going to put the post up. I'm going to pin it so it'll always be at the top so you won't have to search for it. And then you're just going to, just like you're replying to a Facebook post, instead of replying to it, you're going to put your picture. Go ahead.
So Brenda calls the little babies squigglers. Sharpies calls them jaglets.
Jaglets. That's cool.
I just thought that was really cute.
All right, can I go to the next one?
Yes, 15 minutes till Suzy.
Okay. And don't forget, we got to start thinking about a hashtag Suzy. So hashtag summer ponding or something like that, guys. Come up with something. Patrick Glasser, very cool video. You and Liz do an excellent job taking care of your fish. I currently have 15 tanks and use a lot. What's up?
Nothing.
Did you lower me down or something? No. I currently have 15 tanks and use a lot of your advice in taking care of maintaining them. Because of your advice, my tanks are doing very well. Thanks for all you do and for this awesome hobby. Thank you very much. You were up there doing something.
I was pointing towards you because he said for all the hard work that you guys do, and I was like, all.
Oh, honey, come on, we're a team. So, Christopher, and I don't have his last name. Hopefully he's in the chat. I have 3 Jaguars, but they don't seem to get along. What can I do?
Separate them.
Christopher, I would need to know what size tank you have. I would need to know male, female, stuff like that. If you were in the chat, please let us know. Putting 3 Jaguars together, depending on what their size is going to be tricky.
And if you have 2 males to 1 female, if you have 1 male to 2 females, it's a whole big ratio.
Do you have hiding places for them? Do you have places where they won't see each other?
3 males, could you imagine?
Yeah, well, I have, and it didn't turn out very well. So answer those questions for me, and if you're in the live stream now, I'll be glad to try to get back to them, back to you and answer them. But my personal opinion, and you see how I do my tanks, I have a male and a female in a 150-gallon tank, period. That's it. Yep. Because these guys get big, they get aggressive, and they're going to thump. One of the males is going to thump the other male out. That's just how it is.
And I've seen females kill the other females, too, when mating.
Yep. All right, so Aquatics Planet. You can probably remove the rock with the eggs on it before they hatch and put them in another tank. If you're going to try to keep them, or put a divider to keep the other fish from eating the fry. I would like to see what kind of fish the Oscar and parrotfish pair produce a new mutt. Yes, there's been much to do about that pairing. Here's another one. Guns for fun. Excellent. A very interesting Oscar and parrot cichlid. Wow. And for Big Papa, he's been with his lady how long? I've been with my wife 27 years, and I couldn't imagine being separated from her. Oh, that's nice. That being said, the young, awesome male Trimax in the garage would produce some nice fry. You have a decision to make. Thank you so much for this video. I like all the styles of videos. I keep them coming. Will do. So, I'm going to give you a little video, guys, and it's up to you guys because I'm not going to spoil it here. But it's up to you guys to figure out if this is or isn't possibly wigglers of the hybrid. I don't know. You guys will have to stay tuned to find out if they actually have wigglers or not. Alright? I'm sure some of you guys are like mad now, like, we need to know now. Well, you're not going to find out now. Alright. You good over there?
Yes.
Next question. M5 Hector, great promo for Tangled Up and Cichlids. Everything you said is true. Kevin is great. We usually meet at PetSmart and Rockaway, New Jersey.
Yeah.
If you guys missed my video, I got a box in of the Geophyrus, Meso Heroes Geophyrus. Easy for me to say, right?
Yes.
Can't they make these names any better, any easier?
No.
Meso Heroes Geophyrus. Why?
Because not everything needs to have a common name, and a Latin name is cool.
I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, anyway, I got those from Tangled Up and Cichlid. They're actually an endangered fish. I'm getting more and more information about them. They are possibly a hybrid between a red terror and something else. There's a lot of information coming up from people from the American Cichlid Association saying that these may not be a true fish, that they might be a hybrid of something, which then goes back to our whole thing about, are hybrids cool in the hobby or are they not?
Right.
And the more and more we're finding out, it sounds like more and more fish in the wild have been
hybridized at some point.
Thank you for saying that word for me, because I never would have got it out. Hybridized. And a lot of the things we're seeing may not be pure fish. So Anyway, great question. If you haven't checked out Tangled Up and Cichlids, please check them out. Quality fish, kind of fish I love, Central and South American, as well as plectos and ditherfish.
So, Aqua Rob wants to know, cichlids swimming up and down in my fish tank, what does that mean? Well, again, we'd have to know what kind of cichlids. Are they Africans, South Americans? It could be stress. It could be some different issues with the water quality. We need a little more information.
If your cichlid is going up and down, up and down, if that's what it's doing, you'll have to let me know. That normally means it's a water parameter thing going on, like the ammonia is spiking, or the pH is higher than what the fish likes. I'm just randomly telling you that because I've seen that happen with me before, and I've had to do water changes and change the pH a little bit. So that's just what I've seen before. Don't hold me to it. Next, Edwards Deacon. Is that right? I seriously doubt if the majority of the people commenting negatively on your channel have the experience or means to provide for the fish you keep the way you do. Thank you for that. The tank with the Arowanas is perfect and couldn't be much better. I know your success with these fish continues, and I hope your YouTube channel grows immensely. Thank you for much for that. It is growing, and it's because of people like you. What you're doing is appreciated. That means a lot to me. And believe it or not, I need to hear that every now and then because it's a hard knock life for us. Any questions? Nope.
Still waiting, yeah.
Still waiting. Next question, Dwayne. I noticed you did not quarantine your new fish. Not good, Mr. Scott. Now, Dwayne is a good dude. He gets me every time. He must watch my videos very closely because every time I don't quarantine a fish,
he taps you on it.
Bam! What the hell are you? And thank you for that, Dwayne.
Oh, that's funny.
I appreciate that. Yes, there was a couple of experiences where I did not quarantine my tank, and luckily, one of them was the Mesaheros that you caught me putting in here without me quarantining them. And I think there was one other fish I can't think right now. But there are some occasions, yes, Dwayne, where I just don't have the amount of tanks I need to quarantine something. Quite honestly, I have so many fish over the past month that I've rehomed that are in the garage quarantining to be moved in. We got to give it at least another week. That it's hard for me to turn the fish over in the proper rotation. Sometimes you roll the dice and you hope for the best. Come on, guys. Let's be honest. All fish keepers out there, you don't always quarantine your tank. You should, your fish. You should. But let's be honest. Sometimes we fail to do that. So you're right. Please try to quarantine your fish because you don't want to jeopardize your entire fish community by putting in a fish that should be quarantined.
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. You're awful quiet over there.
Just some comments. Funk says Scott be slacking. Pegaster, Annie reference, love the musicals. Brenda, she's over here drinking. What was the question? I mean, it's just a lot of random right stuff now. Yeah.
All right, 8 minutes left. I did get a lot of requests for Trimax once, once people saw that Big Papa passed and I had Trimax. This is Chad. Let us know when those Trimax are up for grabs. I'd love to have some and keep your head up. Thank you for that, Chad. I do appreciate it. Again, the whole thing of losing Big Papa, it wasn't that I was really attached to him because I didn't have enough time to get that attachment like I do my other fish. It was, damn it, like Dwayne said, damn it, you dummy, you should have put him in another tank and maybe given him some rest. But I'll never know. You saw my video. I'll never know if I made the right decision. I do feel good about my decision because at least
I got
100 fry in there. And what I've done, guys, is I've taken about 100 out and put them in a tank, and then I left the other 200 with the female.
Now you could have very easily put him in a quarantine tank to rest, and he could have died, and then you wouldn't have had this fries. I mean, you have no idea foresight into the future of what's going to happen.
Yeah. And so this is from Uncle Alan and Karen. Will you be growing out some of the Trimactolactus? If so, he'd like to have 6 of them. Now, I don't mind Alan asking for anything. Alan is a incredible breeder, and so is his lovely wife, Karen. In fact, they won the NEC Breeder Award. Karen, congratulations for that. Well done. It's incredible the work you do with fish.
They're some of my favorite hobbyists.
And there's certain people you're like, I know we have a YouTube channel, we're doing well, but it's like people like Alan and Karen, you're like, you guys should have a YouTube channel with 100,000 subscribers because you are so knowledgeable, and what you do on a regular basis would be just so interesting to watch. It really would. It would be nice to see what your tips and tricks are.
I mean, they're so smart. I'll never have half the knowledge they do. Now, Aqua Rob says, Scott, how are the Trimac temperature or behavior like with your experience?
What?
How are the Trimac's temperament and behavior like with your experience?
They are similar to a Midas or Red Devil. They are very aggressive. I have a Chanchu that's absolutely nuts. Now, I wouldn't say the Trimacs get that nuts.
I love him.
That's probably the most aggressive Amphilophus I've ever seen in my life. Isn't he crazy?
I love him to death, though. He's like a little baby.
I had that Amarillo that was absolutely nuts, too. Oh, my gosh,
yeah.
I would give him, on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most aggressive, he's a 7. And maybe the Red Devil's an 8, and the Chanto's a 10. So.
Hey, Thirsty, nice to see ya.
Thirsty Rabbit, what is up?
So Lori says she needs a female Trimac to go with her male Trimac. Well, we actually have another male Trimac in the garage. But Lori, you are welcome to come over and get some fry anytime you want. You don't live far.
Absolutely.
We aren't just photogenic as Scott and Liz.
Stop it, Karen. You're right about Alan, but Karen, you are gorgeous. Beautiful. You look marvelous. Isn't that Billy Crystal used to say that?
Marvelous, darling.
5 minutes to go. I did want to show you because everyone was talking about these fry. This is the fry that I put into a tank. They're doing well, and I stole some of Mama's nano plants just to give them some cover and something to eat off of, and they are doing fantastic. I mean, look at them. Yeah. So many fry. I can't wait.
So, Emmanuel, thank you. My baby Rico is adorable.
Oh, he's a bad dog.
He is a good dog.
He is a bad
He is a mama's boy.
He is definitely a mama's boy. All right, I think Michael is in the house. Scott and Liz, your channel convinced me to get back into the hobby. My fish room, my office now has surpassed 500 gallons. I'm trying to level up now with a Euro pair, Severn pair, and Oscar pair ready to breed. I know it's nothing like what you've done with the big cichlids, but I'm getting my feet wet.
That's fantastic. I have always wanted to keep Aru. I mean, we've had them come and go, but they're a beautiful
Super
fish.
chats are cool, but nothing makes me, I was about to say tingle, nothing makes me happier than having someone tell me that because they watched our channel, they got back into keeping fish or keeping fish that we keep. That is the highest compliment you can ever give me, is to say, I watched your channel, and because of you, I'm back in the hobby and I'm doing whatever.
Yeah. So Fish Keep in Jamaica says, Happy Father's Day, Scott, when it comes.
Thank you, brother. Raleigh. All right, Johnny Cruz, we are down to 3 minutes. We really want to see you build a plywood tank, but do step by step, man. Great video. Stay safe, bro. Now, in order for me to do a plywood tank, Chris Biggs would have to be involved. Now, Chris Biggs,
Did your voice
my voice just cracked, is something special. He really is. And I would have to video that a whole total experience because there's no telling what would happen. But
it would have to be like a 5-month series.
Yeah.
It would be amazing.
Well, we don't want him here for 5 months. I love Chris.
You could split the videos up into like a 5 month.
Yes. It will be the experience. If you guys don't know, Chris Biggs, the Mad Aquarius, definitely check him out. He has grown his channel very quickly. He's over 2,000 subscribers right now. And he kind of is in the hobby. He works in the hobby. So he gets to go to a lot of cool places. He was just at Cichlids of America, a place I've been dying to go to.
Now he works for Custom Aquariums, is that right?
I don't want to pigeon-tail him into one job. I'm not particularly sure. But his whole profession revolves around the hobby. So he gets to go to a lot of cool places. Yeah. Anyway, You know Chris likes to drink. If you know anything about Chris, he likes to drink.
He does?
Yeah.
Next thing you're going to tell me is Straczynski drinks.
And Straczynski might come too. So it would be the experience of a lifetime to have Chris there, Jonathan there, and you and I just...
yeah, I'm going to be gone that week.
So we're definitely going to tape it. The crazy thing about Chris is the more he drinks, the smarter he gets. It's incredible.
He knows a lot about every freaking thing. So we do have to wrap it up, though.
Okay. Never judge a book by the cover. It's 6:59, guys. Thank you so much. Hashtag Summer Tubbin, and we're going to send you over to Suzy Q. We love you, Q. Thank you guys for allowing us to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in a few weeks. We said once a month, but every now and then we might do a little sneak attack and just one crazy night just come on and do a live stream. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. Sorry for the crackling auto, and you really want to get out of here, don't you?
Well, I just don't want to cringe on Suzy.